Google's Penguin update is primarily focused on finding out which sites use spammy links to game Google's system and removing them from the search results. This update was rolled out in April 2012. The Penguin update is not focused on user experience but on combating link spam. As we discussed earlier, every do-follow link passes some juice. Links from topically relevant authority sites pass a lot more juice than links from low authority, topically irrelevant sites. But still, a few years ago, if you managed to get thousands of low quality links to your site would rise in the SERPs. Google saw people were gaming the system by generating thousands or even hundreds of thousands of spam links, all with exact or partial match anchors to their sites, and they wanted to change that. The Penguin update was designed to devalue these spammy links and even penalize sites that indulged in such practices. You would want to note that Penguin does not care about how good the content on a site really is. If it concludes that a site is trying to game the system, it will devalue the links and maybe even penalize the site. Suppose a site provides excellent user experience and has great content, but if the Penguin algorithm finds that the site has been using spammy links to try to manipulate the search results, the site may be penalized, or the spammy links propping up the site may be devalued. In either case, the site will fall in the SERPs. So Google is willing to punish even sites with great content if they use spam to try to get to the top. With this update, Google seems to be indicating they want to see only editorial links, not links that are paid for or are user generated. It is believed Penguin, like Panda, may now be a part of Google's core algorithm. There may be no more Penguin updates, but if it is really a part of the core algorithm, sites that build spammy links will be penalized faster than they would be in the past. Unlike Panda and Penguin, which were designed to combat low-quality content and link spam, Hummingbird is not an update and neither is it a penalty. It is believed to be a completely new, redesigned version of the Google algorithm itself. Panda and Penguin were more like plugins that were plugged into the algorithm. Hummingbird is a redesigned version of the entire algorithm. It is believed this was developed because more and more people were using speech recognition on their mobile phones to search for what they wanted instead of using a traditional keyboard to type their queries in. And when someone uses a speech recognition app, they structure their query differently than they would when using a keyboard. Queries that are spoken into a mobile device tend to be longer and more specific, while queries that are typed tend to be shorter in general. Hummingbird was designed to better understand queries people were using on mobile devices, and it wasn't trying to combat any kind of link spam or low quality content. It attempts to understand the context better so that search results will more closely match what a user is looking for when performing a search. So, websites are not being penalized by Hummingbird. It's only the Google algorithm evolving and becoming better. RankBrian is a machine learning system that Google uses to filter results and select relevant pages based on what users search for. More and more people are using mobile devices to search, and RankBrian is designed to understand speech and give results that closely match what users are looking for. In the past, before RankBrian was developed, Google's algorithm was coded around several hundred parameters its engineers had chosen. The algorithm would rank pages based on what the scores were for each of the parameters. This algorithm wasn't capable of learning new information by itself. In other words, the algorithm would not change unless Google's engineers changed it. Google's algorithm wasn't capable of learning anything new by itself. But RankBrian might be changing all of that. Google has released hardly any data on how this works, but one thing is clear from what they have made public. This system uses artificial intelligence and is capable of learning. It is said to be able to interpret language almost in a way humans do, and can make very intelligent guesses about what users may actually be looking for. Computers are not designed to understand human speech. The inputs to computers need to be in a very structured way. RankBrian can interpret human speech and make intelligent guesses about what a human may be looking for when they speak into their phones. So the difference between Google's old algorithm and RankBrian is this. RankBrian learns and becomes better all by itself. Google does feed it data, and RankBrian might also be able to learn by all of the content in Google's index. One thing is clear. As Google starts incorporating more of machine learning into its algorithm, search results will start getting better and better. Google has actually said this is now the third most important ranking signal, and the system is handling a very large fraction of the hundreds of millions of search queries Google receives every day.